Scotch, bourbon and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why.
Welcome to another not-so-patented blind tasting of Trenny and C.
Patent pending.
Yes, patent is pending on this one because of this dirty towel.
Nobody can do this.
That's
like,
the true
quite
trademark,
like us.
yeah. So today we have two popular scotches from the same line, and what we're curious to find out today is which one of them is better.
Yeah, and this is actually like a legitimate curiosity of ours.
Yeah.
Because
we just want to know because we bought both of them.
We bought both of these. They are in the, what's it called? The Viking lineup? Or the
Viking series, yeah.
The Viking series. We have, I'm not going to turn around.
This is the Valknut,
and
this is the Valkyrie.
And they're both, there's going to be a trilogy of these.
That's right, there's a third one coming.
The first two, the third one's coming out in 2019. Yeah. And we buy these at the Spirit release in British Columbia that happens the first weekend in November.
The annual premium Spirit release.
Yeah, so
the way that these blind tastings work is that the color on the glass matches the dot color on the box here.
So, which I have not seen and I cannot see.
Correct. So with him not knowing which one is which, he will blindly be tasting from the glass. Meanwhile, you'll know exactly which box and which product he's tasting.
I'm going to move these over slightly so I don't have to reach.
There you go.
And I'm going to start right now with the red. I'm going to do nose first. I'm going to just kind of roll.
Find the red dot.
Roll the liquid around the glass to coat it to get the most enhanced smell that I can.
That's right. Get a good nose on it. So he's having a red dot, so you just find the red dot and you'll see
there's like a nice vanilla ice cream.
Oh, vanilla ice cream.
A little bit of pepper.
Sounds lovely. That's almost like a vanilla bean.
A little, vanilla bean, road tar kind of peat, but not a ton.
Okay.
But it's quite sweet. There's that heather honey in there.
Excellent.
A really nice nose. Okay.
Get into the blue dot.
Oh, that is different. It is
really?
More.
It's our first time tasting them against each other.
Yeah, and we don't know these very well. We've had maybe one or two sips out of each bottle.
Yeah, we haven't.
And
we never really got into the Valkyrie.
This blue is a little bit more. I don't want to say anything to give you an impression for when you try this, but I feel like it has a little bit more of a blended Scotch kind of a vibe to it on the smell. But there's nothing saying it's bad. It's just a little bit more, I guess malty would be the kind of the word. A little bit kind of like chocolate on there. Like a malted chocolate, like a Frosty from Wendy's.
Like a Malteser?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do one more pass with the nose here.
Now, of those two noses, are you favoring one at this point?
Yes.
Oh, the red.
I think so.
Okay.
I might be wrong, though. Let me try one more time. I think the red, so far, seems to just have a little bit more high-quality grains.
Okay.
Like high-quality barley. The barley sugars shine a little bit more in this, and there's a bit more of a peaty kind of a thing to it, which isn't necessarily always a good thing, but I think this time it's really working with this glass.
Now, are they both good?
Yeah. So far they are.
But the nose is enjoyable.
I think the blue nose is also enjoyable. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like there's just a little bit more depth of character going on in the blue.
Fair enough.
Sorry, on the
red.
Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna taste both of these.
Okay, red is currently in the nose.
Are they both bottled at the same percentage? I won't look. Turning away.
No, they are not.
Are they close?
They are close.
Okay, you don't have to tell me which one's which.
I won't.
Okay.
I feel like I've already said too much.
No, that's fine. Okay, I'm tasting the red. Currently tasting the red.
Okay.
Okay. It has nice upfront barley sugars.
Okay.
It is a little bit drying, kind of like a wine, like a red wine. Back of the palate and the finish, has a creamy kind of smoke to it.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Sounds
one more
lovely.
sip.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
I'm liking that.
that's lovely, hey?
Okay, I'm gonna have a salt cleanser.
Yes. Refresh that palate.
I'm also gonna have a sip of water.
There you go. Now you're ready.
Okay. So
Ready to make a final decision
red, that was nice.
for all of our
Blue.
sake.
Blue is softer
Okay.
on the nose. It's not as. I don't want to keep saying peaty because it's not. Neither of these are specifically like peat monsters or
Right,
peat
no,
bombs.
no.
They're just there's a slight
There's a
hint
touch,
of it.
yeah.
So the blue doesn't have that anywhere near as much. Okay, I'm gonna have the sip. The blue on the palate is quite bold, quite viscous in the flavor, like it coats the mouth, not the mouse.
It coats the mouse. Is there a mouse running around here?
It has a little bit more vanillas and I don't want to say like the percentage of alcohol on it is maybe, I don't know if it's higher necessarily, but it has a little bit more of a spicy finish,
Okay.
which is still good.
Sure.
But I'm going to cut this off right now, just
Okay.
from my first taste impressions.
Yeah.
And nose, I'm going to go with the red as my
Sticking
favorite.
with red.
I'm going with red as my fave. Okay.
Okay.
Reveal, my friend.
In second place,
Yep.
the blue, this year's Valknut.
Well, okay.
And in first place for you is
What's last year's?
last year's Valkyrie.
Which is interesting because I remember last year thinking this had like a little bit of a petrol kind of diesel-y
Okay.
thing to it. Which
Not so much.
it just as a comparison, maybe a little bit, but I just feel like this one's maybe a bit better quality.
That's just it. I mean, is the quality continuing to go down year over year?
I don't know. And okay,
I mean,
so
these are like the same price.
To be fair, this is not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It's really good. And in fact, you might try it next and go, "Oh, this is way better."
Right.
And I can see both perspectives.
Okay.
This one just kind of suits my palate right now.
Okay, well, let me take a crack
Let's
at it.
move on. Come. Here we are.
Here
We're
we
back.
are.
Same deal. Dots represent the things on the box. You know how it works by now, I'm sure.
I do.
Let's do it. It's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I am truly curious about these products.
Yeah, I was too because I love Highland Park and I wanted to see where it kind of stands because I remember last year thinking that last year's version was like a downgrade from their regular product, and you know I chose it as the one that was better. So
Right.
it's hard to know. You made the point of, is Highland Park getting worse quality?
Yeah, is it going down?
I don't know. I guess it's all personal preference.
Okay, there's a fruitiness to this one. Definitely a creaminess. Slight smoky.
Okay.
A sweetness. Kind of honeys. Overall, very pleasant.
Yeah.
That's the red.
It's the red.
I'm going to sniff on the blue here. I'm stumbling to get a bit of a nose out of this blue one. The
And
red
that
just kind of
happens
jumped
too.
out at me.
That happens. Usually the first one you smell is the one that jumps out, I find. So you almost have to like wait
Reset.
like 30 seconds or something. Roll it around in the glass a little bit, then it might jump out.
Okay, blue, come on. Come on, blue Ferg, no?
Has it jumped out yet now?
Yeah, but it's kind of, there is a bit of a petroleum nature on this one. A little bit more burnt rubber. But sweet. almost a black licorice kind of
Oh, okay.
that aniseed kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's much tarrier.
Tarrier? Yeah, there were big differences in them, I found. But I guess it's all the preference of what you like better in a whiskey.
Okay. This one has I've jumped back to the red.
Mm-hmm.
And the red has a slight hint of that, but this blue one is much more on the tarry. Yeah. A little bit bitter and zesty. Okay. I mean, I think as far as palate go, or the nose goes, I'd have to lean towards the red one, personally, to start. So, I'm just going to jump right in and have a little taste of each.
Absolutely. Do it up.
I'm going to go with blue. I'm going to start with blue because it was very petroleum and kind of plasticky and zesty on the nose. So, here we go.
And so, saying all those things, some people go, oh, that sounds really, really good. Whereas some other people think, like, oh, tar and plastic, that's not great in a Scotch. Where really, that in a Scotch can be, like, make the world of difference.
Now, it is nice on the palate here. It is sweet, minerally, a bit icicle-y. A nice honey and kind of zest to it.
Okay.
Like a bit of a citrus.
You mean
citrus zest?
Freshness or
like a citrus zest.
Okay, cool.
That's good. That was the blue. It was good.
That was the blue. Cool.
All right. I have salt cleansed my palate.
Perfect.
The red. This was my favorite on the nose.
Yep.
Let's see how the taste stands up. Initially, there is a slightly less depth of character.
Yeah.
There's less going on the red than there was in the blue.
Yeah.
But what's going on is good.
For sure. That's what I kind of thought with both of them. They're not bad. Neither one was bad or like worse than the other. It's just more of a preference and flavor.
Sweet honeys, some vanillas. There's a little bit of that, almost a bit of cinnamon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut here, and I'm just gonna say that my initial tasting favorite is red.
Okay.
So I choose red.
You choose red?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go like this. Blue is the Valkyrie,
Which is what you chose.
which is what I chose.
Oh,
And then the
okay.
red is what you chose. So, and it really actually kind of proves the point because as you were talking, you said all the same things that I kind of said about the flavors, right? Like really.
Yeah.
So it's, but you preferred the red. I found, because you said the depth of character was a little bit weaker in the red.
Yeah.
But
no, red dot.
in the red dot.
You're
which
right.
Is, but
this one had more character, but what this one had I liked better.
yeah.
So you're right. This one was a deeper, somewhat more interesting.
But it also, like you said, it has kind of those tarry notes and like petroleum and plastic. And for a lot of people, that sounds terrible.
And this has hints of it, but it's a little bit more bold in this one. So
that's
for
what
me,
I kind of think I liked about it.
And I'm the exact opposite. I liked the sweetness and the like honeys and vanillas of this one, and the kind of cinnamon spice.
For sure. And now I just want to point out something that's kind of interesting. The first one you smelled was the one you chose. The first one I smelled was the one I chose. And I felt the same as you, where I had my first sniff of this, and it struck me right away. And then I went to this one, and I had a harder time finding a nose. And that's when I kind of said, oh, it almost smells more like a blended Scotch kind of a nose. And I think that's because it was harder.
Because it was milder, yeah.
But I bet if I smelled that one first, it would have been the Boulder Nose at the time. Like I sometimes the first thing you smell is going to be the most powerful.
That has been
And then
said,
it, you know, it
overwhelms
your senses or whatever, so the next one doesn't have it as much. So
anyway, there you have it.
There you have it.
It's a split decision yet again.
You know what actually I think it proves is we were saying that the quality maybe is going down.
Yeah, not so much.
But maybe not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not so much. Still, both are
Cool.
good. Just it's preferences.
And we are looking forward to next year when we have the third and final
Installment
in this one, and we will do this again,
We'll do
except
the
with all
super
three.
shootout. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Great.
anyways, thanks for joining us. Click like, click subscribe, comment. We will get back to you.
We will.
Share our videos,
Please.
and you know, it's good times for everyone. So thank you.
So then we can actually split these grams. I'm quite happy with it.
Wow! Too much. I'm out of scotch, you're out of rye. I'm out of my head when the bourbon's gone. I'm out of scotch, you're out of rye. I'm out of my head when the bourbon's gone. Out of scotch, out of rye. Wow, too much. I'm out of scotch, you're out of rye.